Okay, everybody, welcome to my fourth game of Jeopardy for Sega Genesis. So much so far, I've won $67,960. Let's see if I can win more.
This is Jeopardy!
Still got Robo and Jake running in, and according to Robo, I am now officially a son of a biscuit. You son of a biscuit! Taking on Elaine and Bob. Let's play Jeopardy with these categories.
Here are the categories.
The Lone Ranger, bicycle parts, astronomy, starts with H, mammals, and finally, famous women. Alright. I'll start things off with astronomy for 100. Common name of the Aurora Borealis.
What are the Northern Lights?
Yep. Northern Lights.
You are correct.
Alright. Astronomy for 200. Since ancient Greece, their brightness has been measured in magnitude. What are the stars?
Mm-hmm.
You are correct.
I'll go with astronomy for 300. His book, Sidereus Nuncius, on telescope use was a bestseller in 1610. Who was Galileo?
You are correct.
Astronomy for 400. The Perseids of August and the Taurids of November are showers of these. What are meteors?
You are correct.
Astronomy for 500. During this, irregularities of the moon's edge cause what are called Bailey's beads. Elaine. It's a solar eclipse, and that is correct.
You are correct.
Here we go. Okay, the Lone Ranger for 100. Horse to whom the ranger yelled, "Hi-yo!" Who is Silver. Party, hi-yo! Silver!
You are correct.
Right? I'll go with the Lone Ranger for 200. The radio series began in 1933 on WXYZ in this Michigan city. What is Detroit?
You are correct.
I'll go with the Lone Ranger for 300. After the 1981 movie, TV's Clayton Moore was forbidden by the court to wear this. What is a mask?
You are correct.
Alright. I'll go with the Lone Ranger for 400. Source of the Lone Ranger's income and ammunition. What is a coal mine?
Sorry.
I always get this clue wrong. I can't remember it. Elaine. Oh, a silver mine. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
You are correct.
It's alright. Alright, Lone Ranger for 500. Modern masked hero, Britt Reed, great nephew of the Lone Ranger, John Reed. Who's the Green Hornet?
I love that show.
Typing in an F instead of an E.
You are correct.
There we go. 1,700 now. What about bicycle parts for 100? Steal the body of a bike, but make it look like someone else did it. What is frame? Where are your manners?
You are correct.
Oliver Tim Zuna.
Good answer. I'll go with bicycle parts for 200. With this type of brake, you won't leave rings. What is coaster?
You are correct.
Right. Okay. Let's go with the $3 including bicycle parts. You could get a good grip on this mustache, but don't do it in public. What is the handlebar?
You are correct.
I'll go with bicycle parts for 400. Just the extremity to get the bike going. What is pedal?
You are correct.
Bicycle parts for 500. Said something about the wheel. What is spoke?
You are correct.
Well done in that category. We're going to move on to famous women for 100. In 1922, she wrote Etiquette in Society and Business, in Politics and at Home. Elaine. Oh, Emily Post.
You are correct.
Yes. You have $1,000, Elaine. Where to now? Famous women 200. An alternate delegate to the UN in 1958, she was the first black opera singer at the Met. Can't remember this one off the top of my head. Elaine. It was Marianne Anderson. Okay.
You are correct.
Marianne Anderson. Uh-huh. Go again, Elaine. Alright, famous woman 300. Her book, Science and Health, was in its 382nd edition at her death in 1910. Want to try it? Say who's Mary Baker Eddy.
You are correct.
She's the one. Famous woman for 400. CEO of Playboy Enterprises. She's no dumb bunny. Who is Christy Hefner?
You are correct.
And famous women for 500. She began her beauty empire behind a red door on Fifth Avenue. Who is Elizabeth Arden?
You are correct.
Alright! 2 categories left. Let's go to mammals for 100. Daily double.
Pooply double. Ow.
Good, so I'll bet it all. 4,400. Romans called this African beast a tiger horse. What is a zebra?
You are correct.
$8,800. Mammals for 200. The only flying mammal. What is the bat?
You are correct.
Mammals for 300. $9,000 is what I have now. A black panther is really the black version of this cat. What is the leopard?
You are correct.
All right. 400, please, for that category. Mammals. It plays dead to escape predators, but one was close friends with an alligator. What is a possum?
You are correct.
And mammals for 500. The blue species of this mammal generates up to 500 HP with its tail. What is the sperm whale?
You are correct.
In the five figures now at $10,200. Starts with H for 100. Hawaiian heaving. What is a hula?
You are correct.
200. Half the earth. What is a hemisphere?
You are correct.
Okay, 300. A football conference or to gather together for warmth. What is a huddle?
You are correct.
400. Bruce Banner's incredible bad side. Who is the Hulk?
You are correct.
And the last clue of the round before we go to Double Jeopardy. The height of a horse is measured in these 4-inch units. What are hands?
You are correct.
So I have 11,700. Elaine has 1,200. We have not heard from Bob yet. Let's go ahead and get ready to start playing.
Double Jeopardy.
We'll double the dollar values. We'll put 2 daily doubles on the board and 6 all new categories. What are they this time?
Here are the categories.
Superstitions, toys and games, law, presidential middle names, music, and finally, art. These are pretty decent categories. Let's start with art for 200. One of these creatures is speared by St. George in Raphael's famous work. What is a dragon?
You are correct.
I'll take art for 400. Gainsborough painted it to disprove that the theory that masses of blue ruin a composition. What is the blue boy?
You are correct.
Art for 600. When the night watch was cleaned, it proved to be a daytime scene. Who was Rembrandt?
You are correct.
Art for 800. He was a financier before leaving civilization and settling in the South Seas. Who was Paul Gauguin?
You are correct.
He's the one. Art for 1,000. Was that the category? Hans Holbein the Younger illustrated this author's Utopia and painted his portrait. Who is Thomas More?
You are correct.
Well done in the art category. $14,700. Where are we going to go next? I think we'll go to law for 200. An attorney named Schuster probably inspired this nickname for a dishonest lawyer. Bob, we finally hear from him. It is a shyster.
You are correct.
Correct. $200. Superstitions for 200. Oh, there's one of the two daily doubles. He can risk up to 1,000, and I know he's going to. They say it's bad luck to put the shoe on
Fine.
first, and he does not know that it is the left.
No, the correct response.
All right, Bob, better bounce back. Presidential middle names for 200. Baines. Who is Lyndon Johnson?
You are correct.
Oh, they accepted it. I misspelled it by accident. I'm going to go back to superstitions for 400. Supposedly, a bee can't do this while you're holding your breath. What is sting you?
You are correct.
Superstitions for 600. Sticking a piece of this on the top of a baseball cap brings good luck to the team. What is chewing gum?
You are correct.
Superstitions for 800. Dark-colored socks with this colored toes protect you from being tripped by elves. What is white?
You are correct.
Superstitions for 1,000. A mouse roasted, minced, and eaten will cure a child of this childhood disease. What is measles?
You are correct.
Well done in superstitions, except for the first clue, which is the daily double for Bob. I'll go to President middle names for 400. Earl. Who is Jimmy Carter?
You are correct.
Presidential middle names for 600. His actual first name was Hiram, while his middle name was Ulysses. Who is Ulysses S. Grant?
You are correct.
Presidential middle names for 800. Howard. Who is William Taft?
You are correct.
Presidential middle names for 1,000. Abram. Let's see who's Calvin Coolidge.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't him. Down to 18,500, but that's okay. I still have a big lead. Bob. Oh, James A. Garfield.
You are correct.
Bob's out of the hole, and we continue. Music for 200. Anna's choreographic invitation to the King of Siam. Bob. Doesn't know.
Sorry.
There's no money left. Elaine. Oh, shall we dance?
You are correct.
Okay. Toys and games for 200. Only piece of equipment needed to play Mumblety Peg. What is a pocket knife?
You are correct.
I'll see who that is in a minute. But for now, let's keep the game going. Toys and games 400. Game where Colonel Mustard might have done it in the kitchen with a rope. What is the clue?
You are correct.
Toys and games for 600. Spiritual game whose name came from combining the French and German for yes. What is Ouija?
You are correct.
Toys and games for 800. Bar game in which you double on and double off. What is darts?
You are correct.
Toys and games for 1,000. 20,500 now. The other day they double. You know what? I'm gonna bet it all. 20,500. Sheetrock used in manufacture of pool tables. What is slate?
You are correct.
Yeah! $41,000 now. Music for 400. First name of composers Liszt, Haydn, and Schubert. What is Franz?
You are correct.
Alright. I'll take the $600 clue in music. This word, the plural of opus, also means a drama that's sung. What is opera?
You are correct.
Music for 800. Got a lot of cash sitting in front of me right now. He was inspired by East Indian dance to write Begin to Begin. Elaine. Doesn't know.
Sorry.
Bob. Doesn't know.
Sorry.
I don't know, so I'm not gonna write. I'm not gonna buzz in.
You know the correct response?
Cole Porter. Okay. Let's go ahead and close out that category. Donkey, Moonlight, and for strings, for example. What are sonatas?
Sorry.
It's not? Elaine. Oh, serenades. Okay.
You are correct.
That just leaves law. Let's go to the $400 clue. Justice is incidental to law and order, said this former FBI chief. Who is J. Edgar Hoover?
You are correct.
600. Civil law in France and Louisiana is based on his code. Who is Napoleon?
You are correct.
800. Riparian rights pertain to the use of this substance. Bob, you gotta get this one right to stick around. Water, uh-huh.
You are
Looks
correct.
like Elaine will be around for Final Jeopardy no matter what happens, and Bob has to get this last clue right in order to stay in the game. Last name of the learned judge who sat on the federal bench longer than any other. What is hand? And he will not be around for Final Jeopardy, it'll just be Elaine and I.
You are correct.
$43,000, Elaine $1,600, Bob, no money. Final Jeopardy category is trivia. Elaine. Don't know this? I'm not gonna wager anything. A Bushmaster is this. I'm gonna say what is a snake?
You know the correct
And I
response?
was right, but I didn't wager anything, so that's okay. Elaine got it wrong. She wagered 400. I got it right. So I stay at $43,000 for a 4-game winning total of $110,960. I'll see you all for the next video coming soon.